Welcome back to Lost for Words with Lori. It is December 29th, 2022, and we have just a few more days until the new year is upon us in 2023. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you had a great Christmas, Yule, solstice, whatever it is, Hanukkah that you celebrate. Or celebrated, I should say, as it is now over. But I hope that things are going well in your world. I spent a good deal of my morning thinking about New Year's resolutions and about wisdom and about things, what's coming up in the next year. And I kind of wanted to share my thoughts on that and see what y'all think about the new year coming. So like I said, we have a few more days left of 2022. And it's given me an opportunity to go back and look at all of the things that I've done in the past year, or not done, or worked on, or unwrapped. And it's given me a lot of insight because, time is fluid and we continue along on our journey. And time stops for no one, right? So I've spent a good deal of my morning kind of going back over some of the things that I've put here on Lost for Words, the subjects that I've tackled, the lessons that I've learned, and trying to remember those lessons and, I guess, acknowledge how far I've actually come and how much I've grown and how much I've learned in the last year as it kind of relates to my life and everything going on around me. I mean, especially regarding my own grief journey. And, where I was sitting a year ago at this time was fresh pain and a lot of, trauma based on the fact that I had just lost Toby. And I was coming off of that loss and trying to figure out what I was going to do next, what was next in my life, and what was I going to do, because frankly, I didn't have a clue what I was going to do, and in a lot of ways, I still don't. This last year has been a major unwrapping of who I am, what makes me tick, looking at my past trauma, fixing and unlearning bad behaviors and coping skills and establishing new ones that serve me, that create stronger relationships with people, create a stronger love and relationship with myself, stronger self-esteem, stronger grace, while I learn how to navigate the path and become the best version of me that I need to be and that I want to be. And that's been, kind of weighing a little bit, just trying to unwrap all of that and what that means for me. The grief journey is a long process for a lot of people, and it takes a lot of time and patience. And I'm still working on acceptance, and I'm still dealing with all of those stages. And I'm taking them as they come. And I'm grateful for the intervention, the support, the professional support that I get, in addition to the social support by my friends, by people that I know virtually, by my family, that they still are always willing to give me the space and the grace to feel the emotions that are still uncomfortable in my first world. But it's been a really good year. It's been an eye-opening experience of watching, how I change some of those things that don't serve me. How I've had to learn and grow and evolve in my professional life. How I've had to unwrap emotions, how I've had to establish new boundaries and hold firm the old ones that I'm allowed to tell people that this is the way that I deserve to be treated and command that kind of respect. And I think it's just important that people understand that, and remember those lessons that they've been on in the last year, um, as they start to try to figure out what the next year will bring and how your mindset is going into a new year. And the old adage about, out with the old and in with the new and new year, new me and all of that, is great. It's wonderful. The power of positive thinking, right? And I go into the new year with a very positive mindset. It does give you the space to clear out the old garbage and make space for new things, whether that's just cleaning out, you know, like real things, items, clothes, knickknacks, and minimizing and donating and getting rid of things that you no longer need or use. Or if it's, in your personal life, with your relationships, with your behaviors, with the way that you operate, and in my professional life with my job, um, it keeps changing, growing, and evolving. Again, giving me the opportunities to succeed and be the best human that I can in a professional manner. And I'm very fortunate to have that. I think because I've followed social media in the last year, and that was a major space for me, a major outlet, to find new friends and to find fellowship and to look for distractions from the things that are going on in my first world. I've also learned a lot about the toxicity of it, the negativity of it, but also the positive sides, about being able to be transparent with people, to have realistic expectations, to communicate as transparently and freely and openly and honestly and authentically as I can, and to remain humble in that. And it's given me great insight, to keep on learning and educating myself on things that are negative, that things that hold me back, things that will continue to drain my energy should I give any more attention to it. And it's really unfortunate because I don't think that a lot of people have the capacity or the ability to do that very thing. And it's never going to be easy, to take a look at your own stuff. It's always going to be easier to focus on other people's drama, trauma, whatever, llama. um, because it forces, it gives you the ability to not force yourself to take a look at your own stuff. And I have tried really hard to focus on me, for the last year, and really make some good positive changes in my world. And I'm reaping the benefits of that. Like I said, both professionally and personally, because I am trying to hold myself accountable for the things that are mine. As far as my professional life, the expectations are there. These are the things that you must fulfill, and these are what needs to happen. And when you fulfill those, then you are rewarded, professionally, whether it's, incentives or bonuses or anything like that. And I'm able to basically see that I'm succeeding because those benefits are coming my way. And I am grateful, to have such a wonderful place to work. And in my personal life, I'm grateful to have people around me who listen, hold space for me, and also respect my boundaries, my choices, and not be all of the things, the nasty scorekeepers and gatekeepers and nasty humans that are out there, who are really just surviving in crisis mode and only wish to remain miserable in their own thing. I'm a firm believer that, and I always have been, that people come into your world to either be a blessing or a lesson. And it might feel like people are a blessing at any given time. And eventually people do show their true colors. They do tell on themselves. They do expose their own weaknesses. And oftentimes it's to the detriment of the people around them. And that's a really sad fact. I was listening to my podcast from a year ago, and I knew that it was my responsibility to fix me, and that I was not going to be able to fix my situation or fix any of the people around me, or please everyone around me, and that I was 100% committed to not reliving my past, to not making the same mistakes that I did my whole life with, people pleasing and fixing everybody else's shit so that I would forget about what was important for me and focus strictly on self-care, taking care of me, making sure that the things that I were doing were the next right thing for me. And as I started to do that and become much stronger within myself, and within my boundaries, recognizing the red flags that have been there all along with my family, my friends, my life, the way that, with myself, the way that I handle things, and started realizing that once I made the positive changes within myself, that kind of negativity would no longer serve me. And it becomes easier with practice, with time, to keep moving forward, to eliminate the things that no longer serve you. And while some of it is very upsetting, painful, disappointing, and you have feelings about that, at the end of all of it, I have to remain very resolute that I have to do what's best for me. And I'm going to continue clear into the new year, into 2023, using all that I've learned, taking full advantage of my own strengths, being able to recognize my growth opportunities and continue to work on them, and hold all of those boundaries in place and stay humble, remembering that I'm not better than anyone else, that no one is better than me, and that I don't need to compete with anyone. I just need to be the best authentic version of me that I can be, and keep encouraging other people to do the same. And I don't need to run around reminding anybody that I'm better or good or that I'm a decent human. I just need to live the life that serves me, and my character can speak for itself. I hope everybody has an opportunity to do their own shadow work, to think objectively about their past, about what's holding them back, about what the future brings. It's a time to really grieve for the things that you've lost, to recognize that not everything is going to be perfect or lovely or unicorn and rainbows. But it gives you the opportunity to heal, to grow, to find good, new, positive things in your world that do serve you, and find moments and days and it's just a lifetime of joy should you choose it. But I hope everybody recognizes that, comes up with some great new resolutions for themselves for the new year. I'm very excited about it. I'm excited for the people around me who have very realistic expectations and goals about what they want to accomplish, that they continue to work really hard on their personal lives, their goals, and that they're willing to understand and accept that the world is a tough place, and how we treat people based on it speaks a lot about who we are and how we want to learn, grow, and evolve, and whether we are invested in being happy, and finding happiness for real, or if we're invested in ignoring the growth opportunities that we have, and the things that hold us back. And my hope for everyone, no matter who you are, whether we are close now, we're close once, or whether we were never meant to be, is that you find solace, find peace, find hope in your future, and hopefully your life will be as good as you can make it, and just treat people kindly. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Listen objectively. love with an open heart, and be humble. Keep your feet on the ground. I'm excited. 2023 is going to be a great year for me. I was really kind of scared of what 2022 was going to bring, and as I look back now, I realize that I've learned a lot of lessons. I've grown in so many ways. I've become so strong in my own sense of self-worth, my own confidence, my own ability to take care of me, because no one else can take care of me but me. And I'm hoping that everyone can find that peace and solace in their life as well. So here's to 2023. Remember to grant yourself the wisdom to accept the things that you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that is the Serenity Prayer, and that's how I want to end 2022 going into 2023. As I wish you all a very happy new year. Don't forget to wash your fucking hands and be a good human. I'll see you all in the new year. Much love.